back. We've got another bunch of replays from this trolling base that I posted a video of a while ago, and obviously this is a pretty tempting one-star for an attacker because of the Town Hall, which is right out in the open, and the Dark Elixir. One thing to keep in mind is that when attackers go for the space, they don't see those Teslas, so what they see is open space, and as soon as they drop some troops in, they just get destroyed by all those wizard towers, archer towers, air defenses, cannons, everything that we've got there. So I'm going to show you a couple of defense replays. And as you can see, these guys have pretty maxed out armies. A lot of them dropped a couple of troops because they were expecting the easy one-star. But this is one with 8 dragons, I believe. And that's not gonna, it's barely gonna do anything. People don't really take into account how easy it is for all these defenses to pick off troops that are all in range of these pretty much maxed out or nearly maxed out defenses, so it's a lot harder to get a one-star than attackers would think. Alright, moving on to our next replay. This guy brought a pretty maxed out army. All maxed out troops he's using here except for his heroes. Golems, hogs, pekkas, dragons, wizards, wall breakers. He even drops a freeze spell, which technically speaking should be the most effective way to get a one-star on this base. But again, I mean, there's really not much he can do. So I would really recommend using this base only if you're very confident in the defenses that you have, because otherwise if someone brings a maxed out army, or an almost maxed out army, they're going to pretty easily get the one-star, and you can see that even on some of my defense replays. I mean, I've got some pretty good defenses, but even on some of my replays, some people did get the one-star if they played it right. So it's a fun base to use, but you got to be careful with it. I would definitely not use this as the standard base, but you know, if you want to have some fun, it's a good base for that. So as this replay is wrapping up, you can see full army of Barch, which, I mean, that's not really the best base if you want to get trophies, but either way, he has tons of rage spells, can't do anything. And that's also why it's effective to have your clan castle in range. Alright, now I'm going to show you a attack replay that I did. This is a Barch replay. I'm just going to show you how to... There's some crazy loot in here, so I'm just going to show you how I approach this. I came in from the top because there weren't a lot of defenses in range that could get to those. There was only a mortar on the left of the screen, which you can see that those barbarians are about to take out. So the important thing to remember with Barch is you don't want to put all your troops at once because it's really easy for mortars to take big chunks of troops out very quickly, especially when it's barbarians and archers, troops that really don't have a lot of health. So I dropped my clan castle. There's a dragon in there, which always helps. But again, the main point is just to take your time. Don't rush. Don't deploy everything at once, because mortars are a big problem when you're using Barch. But it's a great farming strategy. I was able to get a ton of loot here. Yeah, so when you're using Barch, the main objective is it's not a trophy pushing strategy, so if you're going for trophies, then I would definitely not use Barch, generally speaking, but otherwise, it's a great farming strategy. A lot of good loot in Crystal 2, which is where I'm at the moment. So that's a good raid. I get over 250,000 of each. Now I'm going to do a live attack, which should be interesting. Oh, okay, here we go. So this is a pretty good base. It's got some decent resources. Alright, so again, I'm going to try to just take out some of those outer buildings. Also, if the defender has some exposed defenses, it's always important to take those out. Because if you can take out the defenses on the outside first, then going through the rest of the base and collecting all of those resources is going to be really easy. So thankfully this guy had a bunch of his collectors, which were pretty full on the outside. So my barbarians and archers are just taking care of that real quick. And already I have a bunch of this loot. And again, I'm not really going for trophies here. That's not really the point of Barch. But, I mean, you can see I'm getting crazy resources from this. Try to get this drill. Alright, I've got a bunch of archers left. As soon as these guys die, I'm gonna toss in my troops. See if I can just get some of that golden dark elixir, because there's a collector right there and a drill right there, so just cleaning up with those. And I knew at that point that there were way too many defenses in that compartment, so I just surrendered. I don't want to lose my my heroes.
Taking place.